What would you say is the future of television?
Well, in the Bugs Bunny cartoon, smell-o-vision replaces television. So, no, I think television is still a very vibrant industry. TV usage is still at an all-time high. There are more choices than ever before, so clearly it's going to continue to be more, more and more fractionalized. But that said, content is king, and television is still a very, very vibrant medium. I think when you went to the upfront presentations with the broadcast networks, they spent less time talking about the digital platforms and other opportunities that marketers have, and really focusing on television, because that's really what's driving all of this video content, at least now. And I think you look at the growth of Hulu and the popularity of Hulu, and how much they've increased over the past year in terms of time spent and usage. Again, this is professionally done content that I think a lot of viewers and consumers like. So I think that that it's still vibrant. It's just going to move off into different platforms. I think set-top box data, collecting the second-by-second data that I know that several companies are starting to collect, is going to be very useful for advertisers. In terms of collecting behavioral information with the ideas of creating hyper-targeting ads, and I think that's where that's headed. There's certainly interactive TV. We're starting to see cable operators and satellite companies now start to create things like long-form ads for people who particularly are interested in a product with a click of a remote, and kind of like television becoming less of a passive activity and a little more of an interactive activity. But that's going to take a while, and I think it's a generational thing.
In terms of set-top box data, do you see it becoming a metric for agencies to use to distinguish different networks and different media properties?
Oh, I think so. I think that set-top box data is going to be very instrumental. I mean, my personal feeling is that programmers have used minute-by-minute data for a 30-second show, so why can't advertisers use second-by-second data for a 30-second ad? And I think that this is going to lend itself to a lot of information about pod positioning, commercial wear out, effective reach. I mean, I think there are a lot of bumps that still have to be worked out. The return path is not all copacetic. I think that's something that has to be, ironed out. But will it replace Nielsen? I don't think that that's necessarily going to happen. It's it's not everywhere, but I think that set-top box data will serve as an overlay. I think it'll work for ethnic media. For instance, if you have like a Japanese channel or a Korean channel or some sort of ethnic media channel, I think that's going to be useful for that, to find out the popularity of that, because that's just not on Nielsen's radar. But I generally see that looking more as a marketing tool for our clients, as opposed to like a programming tool for content providers.